rise from your grave.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the original pack-in game for the SEGA Genesis, Altered Beast. It shipped with the Genesis back on August 14th, 1989. Originally, it was an arcade game that came out, I believe it was the year before, so in 1988. Now I need to get something out of the way right away. There are a lot of you out there who are going to watch this and have huge nostalgia for this game, and I'm just not one of them. For whatever reason, I was just never a huge fan of the game. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but I wasn't one to play it over and over again. I was impressed with it from a technical standpoint. I mean, large sprites and voice acting on a home cart back in '89, that was really rare. And I absolutely loved the co-op mode. My brother and I used to play this all the time, but it was really short-lived. And you see, that was the problem I had with the game before, and that's the problem I have with it now. You can complete the entire game in 15 minutes once you know what you're doing, and add another player to the mix and it's even easier. The core gameplay is really simple. You punch, kick, and jump. Enemies come at you from the left and right, and often from above as well. You can crouch and punch, and if you attempt to do the same with the kick button, you actually do an upward kick attack. Now every now and then, you'll see a grayish two-headed dog-like creature, and killing him releases a spirit ball, which powers you up, as the in-game voice says. Well, it just says, power up! Collect 3 of these orbs and you'll be transformed into the Altered Beast. There are a few different forms, one for each of the 5 levels. There's the werewolf, dragon, bear, tiger, and a golden werewolf. Once in this form, you head off to fight the end boss of the stage. The story, which I got from the instruction manual, is actually pretty interesting. Zeus resurrects you, and you're basically on a mission to save his daughter Athena from Neph, and well, that's pretty much all she wrote. I said before that I was impressed with the game from a technical standpoint, and that pretty much still is true today. There's really some nice sprites going on here. They're large and they look quite nice. There's a lot of parallax scrolling, and the level design, while simplistic, is unique. It's fun. The sound effects are okay, but the voice acting is great, especially for this point in time. I also really enjoyed the music, but yeah, those sound effects could have used some work. When you punch, there's no sound effect. You only hear something when you actually destroy it, which is kind of a shame because it makes you feel a little bit weaker than you should be. Overall, Altered Beast will always remain special because it was the pack-in game for the SEGA Genesis. But once Sonic replaced Altered Beast, very few people would say Sega made the wrong choice. I mean, Altered Beast is fun to be sure, but it's over in a flash. And Sonic had a much broader appeal and was certainly a longer game with way more replay value. If you can find Altered Beast for cheap, it's certainly worth owning, especially if you have a friend to play with. Just know that it's over in a flash.